Good morning, everybody. This is Terry with Gateway to Counseling. Welcome to the ASKTERRY show. We come to you live here on our page Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays from 8:15 to 8:30, and then we rebroadcast in our group. If you guys have any questions, you can join me live here, or you can just send your questions in, right? So, today's question is, how can I have a positive life, a more positive life? I'm guessing that this person might feel that they're very negative, right? Or that they have a lot of negativity in their life. And so they're wondering how they can have more positive. You know, I am a firm believer that we create the life that we want. You know, yesterday I was talking about financial stress, and I truly believe that we create a lot of financial stress in our life. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, things happen, events occur, right, that are completely out of our control. Like here in Houston, we flood. Or we have windstorms and hurricanes and all these things that go on that are completely out of our control. But we do have the option of insurance, right? So I believe that in our mindset that we create this state of being. I believe that it begins in our mind and then it translates into our actions, into our behaviors. So let me give you an example. If I believe that everyone is out to get me, right? And that no one has my best interest at heart, then everyone I see is going to be out to get me. It could be someone at the restaurant, a waiter, and they accidentally spill something on you. But because you believe everyone is out to get you, then that's how you perceive their actions, right? And because you have that mindset, then you start to relate to people in that fashion. If you believe that you can't find a good mate or that all men are dogs, then when you meet someone, even a nice person, you're going to treat them that way. So we're creating our own reality. Wow, right? So if you believe that you're a negative person or that you're surrounded by negativity, then you will be, because you're going to attract what you put out, okay? You're going to attract what you believe in. If you feel like you're surrounded by friends who are negative, I would encourage you to look within first and say, is it my friends, or are I attracting those types of individuals in my life? And if you look at yourself and say, no, really, I'm not a negative person, but these people around me are very negative, it could be family members, right? Then you have to start to separate yourself. And you might be thinking, but Terry, these are my family members, right? And how do I separate myself from my family? Well, it's quite easy. You just don't spend as much time with them. You find a way to distance yourself from the negativity. If you have a girlfriend who is always negative, always talking about the bad things, then you don't need to be around that person as much. If she is bringing your energy level down, then you might even want to say that to her. Like, hey, I really enjoy you, but I can't be around this much negativity. I think you need to work on some things, right? And I'm going to go work on some things. And maybe we just need to see each other and hang out once a month, once every 6 months. Whatever the case may be, right? You have to distance yourself from the negativity, whether it's from family members, friends, oh dear me, coworkers. Do not get caught up into going out to lunch with the negative crowd who are always complaining about how bad things are at work. You know, I remember before I started my own company over 19 years ago, I worked at a company where things were very negative. And we had a supervisor who micromanaged everything. I had an exit door that was within 10 feet from my office door, but I could not exit that way. I had to go all the way around so that he could see that everyone was leaving or when they were coming. And it was just crazy, right? And you're asking, well, Terry, what did you do? Well, first, I tried to work within the system. You know, I went to him and I talked to him. And I went to him and his supervisor and I talked to him. And I said, I'm not just speaking for me. I'm speaking for our community, for our team. And that was not met very well. I became a target, right? And I endured that. And that was okay. I didn't mind. I was a strong person. And then I just started to say, you know what? Why am I here? Why am I building their organization when they're treating us in this fashion? And so I left. I started my own company. I didn't do it quite that fashion. I started my own company while I was still working there and then built up my caseload, and then I left. So what I'm saying to you is, don't get caught up in the negative environment. Find your way out. Don't get caught up into feeling satisfied and complaining about the negative environment or about your negative friends. Do something about it. We are mental, right? We are mind and body, right? And that helps us to have a better soul. What am I saying? I want you to start doing some positive things for yourself. Distance yourself from the negativity and then add positivity into your life. Do something every single day that excites you. You know, I don't know how you wake up in the morning. I wake up excited. You know, I lay in bed with my eyes closed. I say my prayers. I read my Bible. And then I say, okay, what is my day going to be like? What's on my agenda for the day? What do I have to get accomplished? What is the number one thing that I need to do today that's going to make a difference? I do that first, right? And then I do everything else. And I look forward to the things that I have to do. You know, there are some things I don't like to do. There are some phone calls I don't want to make. There's some research I don't want to do. Sometimes there's applications and things that I have to fill out that are 100 pages long. Oh, dear me. I do not look forward to that. But there are other things I look forward to. Like today. Today I get to go and have dinner with my good friend Marla. And I am so looking forward to that, right? Because I haven't seen her since May. She and I have both been traveling everywhere. So I am looking forward to that. I am looking forward to a conversation that I am going to have with someone who is extremely smart in the financial industry. And I'm looking forward to having a conversation with him today. So there are things that I'm looking forward to doing. You know, I get to do some play therapy today with some of my clients face to face. And these little boys are so phenomenal, right? And they always make me laugh. So I'm looking forward to several different things on a business level, on a therapeutic level, on a friendship level, right? On a social level. I'm looking forward to these things today. So I want you to start to practice positivity when you wake up in the morning, having the right mindset, right? Making sure that you know you're going to have a phenomenal day. And then number 2, I want you to start to read. If you notice, I said I read, I pray, I meditate, okay? I love to read. Last night before I went to bed, I told my nephew, man, it's already after 9 and I haven't read my book today. I'm reading this book by Tony Robbins right now. And so I love going to bed with this positive mindset. Do you hear what I'm saying to you guys? I'm waking up in the morning with positivity coming into my life through my reading and my meditation, my prayers, and I'm going to bed at night with positivity. Now, I'm going to admit to you, last night I realized about 9 o'clock that I'd had a lot of negative energy coming into me. Where did it come from? It did come from one of my friends. It did come from, some things that occurred during the course of the day. It did come from TV. Yes, believe it or not. I like to watch this show called American Greed, and I learn a lot from it. But it is so negative, right? It is really negative. I mean, it's talking about how people prey on the innocent, and it's talking about how they capitalize and make tons, billions of dollars by making other people victim, by victimizing people, right? Of course I'm going to feel negative after watching a show like that. Forget the lessons that I'm learning. It is a negative show in a sense, even though it's teaching me lessons. And so I have to counterbalance that negativity. Does that make sense? If you watch the news, you might feel down and negative. Counterbalance it with some positivity, right? So do something, read something positive, whatever it may be. Broaden your mindset. I have a friend named Tom, and he says frequently, and I'm going to quote him wrong, but it's something about you are the same person today that you are tomorrow, except for the people that you meet and the books that you read. I'm going to repeat that. You are the same person today that you are tomorrow, except for the people that you meet and the books that you read. And I'm always out there meeting people. I love meeting people, listening to their stories, listening to their experiences. And I feel like everyone has a gift to give me, whether it's in their sorrow, in their pain, or in their joy and in their happiness. They're giving me a gift of life, and they're teaching me how to live this life better, right? And then I love to read because it does something to my brain. It stimulates me to be positive, to be more, to do more. I got this email yesterday, and it was talking about junior achievement, and they need volunteers. And I was like, wow, that's phenomenal. And yeah, I've heard about it, but I actually got an email about it. And I read the email, and I thought, this is cool. So what's on my agenda today? To call them and see how I can maybe be a part as a volunteer to mentor high school students who one day want to have their own business. How phenomenal is that? Can you imagine waking up every day knowing that you are making a difference in the lives of other people? Guys, that is my life. That is what I get to do here at Gateway to Counseling. We get to make a difference. And because of Facebook, because of social media, I'm able to come to you free. That's right, free, to give you help and to help guide you and teach you what I have learned. So thank you guys for bringing that positivity into my life, for giving me joy, giving me peace, love, and light every single day. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.